I'm so excited to just spend the whole day reading. I have the day off from work and all I just want to do is read. All I've been wanting to do is read. There are books that I need to catch up on and to just like read a little bit more. Like I'm just like yearning for it, like a good read session with no phones, no distraction, and just vibes. Just vibes. That's all I want. So today, that is what's on the menu. Reading. The books that I'll be reading today will be Before I Let Go. We're gonna do more of Never Lie, and then I'm gonna try Infinity Threads. I'm only on page 22. I at least want to get to chapter 8, and then I'm not sure yet where I'm at with my Never Lie. I'm either on chapter 5 or 6. Let's start reading, and then I'll update you guys on where I'm at and like my thoughts on the books and the chapters that I'm on and my stopping points. So it's getting late and it started to snow. It looks so beautiful, but so far I'm at a good point in the book. Yasmin is just, I think I'm saying her name right, Yasmin. She went out on a birthday dinner with her friends. One of her friends was having a birthday, and then they kind of started like talking about their pasts. Like one of the friends, Hendrik, she doesn't have any kids. She's very much like doesn't have any kids, focus on her career. And then the other friend, she has 3 daughters and her husband is just very like shitty. She met these girls through therapy, or I think it was like, no, she met these girls through yoga, and so they really don't know her background story of her and her husband or just her life for real. But she is giving them like bits by bits. Not that she doesn't trust them, she just is still trying to come to terms with how everything happened in her life. But her friends, like this friend group is so amazing. Like they tell each other the real, but they also very much comfort each other when it's needed. But she finally got back home and she hears she told her ex-husband, she's like, Joshua, put the kids to sleep or whatever like that. So she gets to the house and she hears laughter and she hears like Joshua, the kids, and she's like, there's one more voice I do not recognize, and it's the freaking cook that they recently hired. And the cook has her hand on Joshua's like leg, and Yasmin's like, oh, I know this is not the first time that they have been this close or this touchy, and I can just tell. And you can tell she's kind of getting a little jealous because she says like, you're gonna call her Shanti. She says, from Shanti eyes tells me she wants my husband, and then she says ex-husband. Like you can tell she has still her like jealous, like she's having like a jealous moment right now. So far I'm kind of catching on that like she had a miscarriage and they were just kind of going through, but I don't really know the tea behind this whole thing. So I'm still digging into that. I haven't been reading for that long. Have I been reading for that long? I'm a slow reader, guys, so it takes me a little minute to get to where I need to be. I'll come back with some more tea. Okay, so I left off on chapter 5. I didn't get the chance to get to chapter 8. So far, this book has me through a lot of emotions. Like, I can relate to this in some way, like where it comes to like being with somebody but still keeping that connection with them and just being scared of all the possible things that can happen. She found out that her ex-husband and the chef is kind of sort of dating, but she did let her ex-husband know, like she told him like, I don't want to see you get hurt, and he said, nobody has hurt me like you have. And that cut deep for me. Oh my gosh. And he was just letting her know, like, even though me and the chef are very much like seeing each other, we're not gonna mix work and relationship together. And I'm just kind of wondering, and she also said, Yasmin also said, she wondered why her and the chef never clicked, and now she knows why. Like, they both are in a way intertwined with each other, because Josh is Yasmin's ex-husband and the chef is messing with her ex-husband. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But my poor girl Yasmin, like, I feel so much for her right now. In the beginning of the book, we got a little bit of Joshua's POV, and he was very much saying, is this love? Like, he was explaining the way he felt for Yasmin. It was the beginning of the relationship where he proposed. They didn't even have the restaurant yet, like, and all the other stuff. But so far, I've just been getting, like, Yasmin's, like, POV. Like, her really just explaining, like, her emotions, hanging with her friends, making time for the kids, finding out that her ex-husband is dating this chef, and he's, like, moving on after 2 years. Like, it's a lot. And I feel for my girl, because that is really sad. And then the fact that, like, she lost a third child. She doesn't seem like she got the chance to, like, grieve all that stuff, and he doesn't seem like he got the chance to grieve it either, and they're just pushing for the restaurant and the kids, which is so sad. But I hope somewhere in between the book that they, I don't know, they talk about it, because they were about to, and then he just was like rubbing his neck, and he's like, yeah, like, it's fine, I'm about to get ready to go. And the chef was waiting out in the car for him. Like, this is the drama. But I'm excited to see where this goes. It has a bit of spiciness into it too, where, like, Yasmin is thinking about, like, the old moments between her and Joshua, and she's like, oh, I remember when we used to do this and we used to do that, and how, like, the, you know, intercourse used to be. So yeah, my cat keeps licking my cover. I don't know what this is or what the vibe is, but I'm gonna start this and see where this takes me. I really don't want to put, like, a, oh, I'm gonna stop at this page or I'm gonna stop at this chapter. I really just want to read some of it and see where that gets me. I don't want to put too much thought into this book, because I'm still reading this book, and then I still have to read some of Never Lie. Well, I feel like I should read some of Never Lie really fast, because that is, like, the book I'm the most furthest on, and I haven't picked it up in a minute. I'm going to start some of Never Lie, and then I'm going to come back later and read some of this. And if I don't get to this today, then I'll read some of it in my next vlog, because I'm pretty sure in my next vlog I'll be reading some, and I read all the time, guys. Chapter 10. I put on my glasses because when I'm using my iPad, they're perfect because they're like the blue light glasses, so the screen doesn't hurt my eyes. But so far, Trisha is the main character, her and Andrea. Now Trisha is in present time, and Andrea, her POV is very much like past tense. So Trisha and her boyfriend Ethan are supposed to be buying a house. They are newly married, and they kind of only known each other for about like 6 months. They got married super quick. She doesn't really know Ethan that well, and Ethan really doesn't know her that well either. Now when they were going to, you know, do some house looking, or they were going to a what do they call, like, a looking for a house? I don't even know. They were going to see about a house. When they were on their way there, it was snowing, it was horrible, all those other things. Now they got there at the house. One of the lights were on upstairs. This house is very big. One of the lights were on upstairs, and they ended up just going in the house. They were supposed to be meeting the real estate agent there, but she never showed up, which was very odd. So they get to the house, and they're in there, and it's very cold, it's very dusty. They don't know, like, it's still furniture there, like, it's still food in the refrigerator. And then they end up realizing that the person who used to live there was a famous like doctor, author. She wrote a book and she was also a doctor, and she had disappeared about like 3 years ago. And nobody knows what happened. Most people are saying it was her boyfriend who killed her, all this other stuff. So her boyfriend Ethan, he's very much just like, he doesn't really seem like he cared that they're in this dead lady's house. You know, there's a big picture from the wall. He ended up taking it down, but he doesn't really seem like he cares. Like, but when he looks at the picture though, it makes him feel very weird. Like, he doesn't like looking at it, so he ended up taking it down. And you know, he's making food in the house, pouring the wine, he's taking a shower. Trisha is very much like, Ethan, this doesn't make you weird? Like, we're in a dead lady's house and you know, you're doing all this stuff in her house. And he's like, well, it's not like anybody gonna be coming back home. And he's very much like, he wants to buy the house. And she's like, no, we're not buying this house because there's so many weird things going on. There was a light that was on when we first got here, and all of a sudden it's not on. Like, what's going on? And I'm curious too, because how did the light just magically turn off? And mind you, there's 6 bedrooms in this house. So it was a point in time where Trisha went to the bathroom to go fix herself up, and she ended up finding like this, like, I think it was like a bookshelf, but like it opened like to like a whole nother room. And oh, also, so the lady who houses it is Andrea. She had an office where she would see her patients. Her patients would come into her house, and you know, she would like study them, help them out, you know, doctor like things. And when Trisha was in there, she found like this tape recorder, and she was just like looking around, all this other stuff, and she was just very amazed with like, you know, everything. But back to the bathroom, she's in the bathroom, she found like this little like bookshelf area that kind of opened like a hidden door or a hidden room. And she went in there and she found all these tape recorders, like all, not tape recorders, she found all these tapes. So she ended up grabbing one that has some initials on it, and it says like number 2. And she took it, put it in her pocket. Her boyfriend, like Ethan, started calling for her. So then she went back and she closed the door. He didn't even get to see. And she was gonna tell him, but she was like, if I tell Ethan, he doesn't want me, he's not gonna want me to like listen to this. And also, she's pregnant at the moment, so she was gonna tell him too, but something was telling her like, don't tell him, because she doesn't know how he's gonna react, because they just got married and he wants to travel, do all these things. He has like all these big ideas, and she doesn't know how he's gonna take it. So he was drinking wine. She didn't really drink any because she's pregnant. And after, you know, they drank the wine and everything, and they did what they did, he ended up going to the bathroom to take a shower. She's like, that's weird that you're trying to take a shower in a dead woman's house, but you know, he's just too comfortable. So when he went, Trisha ended up going back into like the Andrea's office, and she is like currently right now playing the tape recorder. And I'm pretty much, that's what chapter 10 is about. It's basically about like the tape recorder. And this tape recorder is, or not the tape recorder, this tape is with a girl. The session is number 2 with PL. That was the initials, PL. It was a 25-year-old female who suffers from PTSD after surviving an extremely traumatic incident. The book is really good. I'm on chapter 10. This one is going by super quick because the chapters are very short, but also because it's like a thriller book. This is also, Never Lie, by the way, it's a thriller book, so I feel like I'm going really fast with this one because it's thriller. Like, it makes me want to keep going. I never read a Fredia Mcfadden book, but I will be reading Housemaid, and I will be reading Surrogate Mother. I'm going to read some more of this, and then I'll come back. Okay, so for Never Lie, I ended up making it to chapter 15. So far, it's pretty much still the same. Trisha is still having like her doubts, and she's feeling a little worried. She hasn't told Ethan yet that she's pregnant. And Ethan is very much still like, he doesn't seem like he cares. He doesn't care at all. But he's making Trisha feel comfortable in a way too. He just seems very awkward, and I don't know what it is about him. Like, he's just kind of throwing me off a little bit. I don't know. It's very weird. But in the midst of reading, I did end up taking a break. So I feel like I could have got further, but I took a break, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't let me. But before I go to bed, I do want to do some skincare and then go to sleep. So I feel like I always end up here at the end of the night with me doing my skincare. I'm going to be using the same products, The Ordinary. One book I wish I really would have got to today was these Infinity Threads, but I'll just start that another time. I also didn't get the chance to read any Sex today. Oh, where's my thing? I keep forgetting to use this. See how this like cleanser doesn't like bubble up? Oh, it's very weird. But yeah, out of both of the books that I have read today, I would say that Never Lie is probably my favorite right now. Because it's just like, it's a thriller book, so it has a lot of like, I don't know, surprises to it. And I feel like when I'm reading, before I let go, I kind of already can predict like what it's about or what's going to happen. And I can't do the same with Never Lie. Like, I feel like I'm always going in with like my brain being like, what's going to happen next. Let Go is still pretty good too. It's just like I kind of know what I'm walking into already. Plus, I've seen a lot about it on TikTok. Face is breaking out. And I don't know why. I'm trying to be so consistent with my face routine, and it just feels like it's getting worse. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try something else out because I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with my face. This is a lot. I'm gonna try to read some more of Before I Let Go at work, because I don't think tomorrow is going to be a really busy day because it is snowing a lot here tonight. So I think it's going to be really slow tomorrow at work. So I'm just going to take my book with me and try to read some more so that when I do come back, you guys see me again, I can update you on how the book went. And this vlog was really short, but all I was doing is reading today, so I wasn't expecting it to be a very long vlog like the last one. And I think I like short film vlogs more better because I don't have to like do too much and feel very like overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed really quickly, and then next thing I know, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to vlog anymore. My edges look a mess, but I'm going to sleep.
That shit do not look comfortable.
I am gonna get ready to go to bed, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog as much as I enjoyed making it, and I will see you guys in the next vlog.